lot of my painting is about movement. I really gravitated to the circle, and from the circle came the atom. It's like the center of everything, the universe, our biology, all of it. The atom is constantly in motion. We're introducing activewear. It's the best way I can represent with Uniqlo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have our second set of matches coming up. I say second set, it's just a BO1 between Kaplan as well as ITECC College Central. Once again, I'm Hungry Cast. Alongside me is Gobstay. And if you just saw the ad for the Uniqlo sports utility wear, that's what we are decked out in. Very comfortable, very casual, very chic. And to be honest, I look at myself on the camera, I'm like, wow, I actually don't look, kind of out of shape, right? As someone that has finished army for more than half a decade, I feel like I look a lot better in camera than I do just because of the sports utility wear. So thank you once again, Uniqlo, for making that happen. Now, of course, if you guys are interested, you can head on over to download the Uniqlo app. There should be a QR code up for you guys on your screen soon. I will try to point at where it goes. It should be somewhere there. And, if you scan that and download the Uniqlo app, you will get $5 off your first purchase, as well as stand a chance to win an Arizona mask. So that is the QR code that appeared very briefly and then disappeared. Have you downloaded your app, Nick?
Yeah, I think I have. I should have. It's in my phone.
How unsure are you? Okay, yeah. Everyone should download the app because not only are you kind of allowed to make a wish list of things you want to buy, you can also stand a chance to win that $5 off your first purchase, as well as when you hit the shops, there's a very unique kind of function where you can scan the QR code or scan the barcode on items you want to buy and check whether they have in stock in your size. So it makes shopping very easy, very breezy. I'm a bit of an anti-social person. So when I go to Uniqlo, the first thing they say, hello, welcome Uniqlo. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then, you have to kind of go around and then shop for sizes, right? And when it's not there, you have to sorry, do you have this in M in blue or something? But no, you just use the app, scan it, and if it's there, they tell you. So, very efficient, very good use of avoiding speaking to people, especially in this time of COVID where you don't want to talk to anyone, you just want to shop and get the heck out. So once again, the app is very good for that. So guys, head on over to download that right now. The app, the QR code on your screen, you can see, just scan that and you should be able to download it. We are waiting for our second match to go underway right now. The draft should be set up soon. It's going to be Kaplan versus ITECC College Central. And Kaplan they have not been having a good tournament, I'll be honest. 0-4 so far, struggling to find their first win, whereas ITECC College Central, they're sitting pretty in third place, I believe. They're tied with SMU as well as Ngee Ann Poly right now at 3-1. So this is their chance. It's like we said earlier, there are some wins that are afforded and thrust upon you, where you need to take the W, especially when you're third seed going against the 7th seed. You must win this if you want to be one of the top 4 teams. And I think ITECC College Central understand this. They should know this, and they should be looking for a win here.
Yep. They want to be a safe spot for the knockout, and like you said, top 4. And so they definitely need this win. Like you said, given this win, they need this. And then if they win this, they go up and then become top 2.
Yes, I believe that is the case. They will be top 2, of course. Still at the top of the table, untouched, undefeated is SIM, 5-0. So they are just pretty stacked overall, and it's tough to dethrone the reigning champions, or not reigning champions, right? The group leaders as they were, right? They previously placed top 3 in the last year of Campus Legends, and they're now top of their group. I think if ITECC College Central want to contest that, this is where they start. I mean, they've been putting on a good show so far. 3-1, a very respectable scoreline, but 4-1 sounds a lot better than 3-2. I'll be honest. Yep.
So, who do you think? Who do you favor in this? Because for me, I'm from ITECC College Central, so I have to go with
a
that.
bit more bias, right? I mean, I have no horse in the race again. SP. I was from SP. So they will be playing our third match, and that's where my biasness will set in. But for the most part, I just statistically, I think ITECC College Central might have this one in the bag. Numbers wise and performance wise, everything points towards a ITECC College Central win. The only thing that has been concerning me so far is that they struggle to close games sometimes. I think that's a bit of an issue with a lot of these teams that come together for Campus Legends. They don't have the necessary synergy or overall teamwork. Sometimes the shot calling is a bit off, and they have issues closing out games. So against Kaplan, if you give them a window, maybe they find themselves back in the game. But what I want to see here for ITECC College Central is just very solid, very safe, kind of methodical gameplay. Yeah.
So IT College Central most likely will be playing like a clockwork kind of play style.
Yep.
Then KAPLAN, what do you expect from them?
Maybe cheese, you know. You talked
Ah.
about the idea of what you want to see some, Darius earlier. You want some Velkos, this kind of things, right? I think if you're down 0-4 scoreline wise, you haven't had a good run at all. You need to bring something innovative to the table. You need to bring something new. Catch your opponents off guard, and then then they come play like clockwork because they don't know how to respond. And I think that is possibly the game plan coming for Kaplan here. Of course, 0-4, struggling to find their first win. It's a team that has had their struggles. I think for the most part, when you play against these established, and to be fair, it is a very kind of new experience for Kaplan, the Kaplan roster coming in, right? So there is some work, there is some hurdles that they must overcome, and when they do eventually, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When they do eventually overcome those hurdles, I think they will be able to put their best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Should be going to games soon. I believe we did remake the lobby for a little bit. Of course, we are on the live server, not the tournament server, so there's going to be a 3-minute delay after this. And earlier in game one, just to recap for our viewers that kind of missed the game or wasn't around to watch, we did see TP kind of go down in a very unfortunate fashion. Nanyang Polytechnic was just very dominant overall. The Azir, mid lane, Baby Life, Huang Yeji, whatever you want to call him, just very good performance overall. I think that is the kind of style that I'm looking for, right? This decisive, methodical play. IT College Central, if they want to kind of match up against their opponents in Group B in the playoff stage, if they want to finish top 4, they need to emulate that. They need to have this clean, methodical play style.
Talking about that, it's like choosing sides. The new event in League, the
Oh.
Sentinels of Light.
Yeah.
Which one do you support? Viego or the other side one?
I mean, the Sentinels are kind of cliched, but Viego is also kind of cliche. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I do like the skins from the Sentinel side a bit more, right? I think the Vayne skin pretty awesome. Yeah, the Vayne skin is a big favorite of mine. And I'm kind of like, when I play AD carry, I just like playing Vayne. So I feel like I'm leaning towards the cosmetics more. From a thematic storyline, I wish, Riot did a PvE mode. Like a PvE mode would have been awesome, right?
Then you just play as the Sentinels. You
Yeah.
just kill a lot of the Harrowings.
Exactly. Or you play as like the Harrowing and you kill the Sentinels in a PvE like raid boss kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then, whoever wins that PvE event decides the outcome of the ruination, right? I felt like that would have been so cool. And granted, it's still an awesome event. You still have the interactive storyline. Like the Spirit Blossom, I think a while back was similar to this. So all in all, just great things. And not speaking about game modes. If you tried Ultimate Spellbook, that's also a really fun one. If you guys have been playing that, I've seen some nutty combinations recently. Yeah.
I've played against Yumi with Misfortune. It's very unfortunate for me.
Yep.
You can't do anything. Yumi out just sits there and the guy just controls where the MF out goes.
Yeah.
It's like controlling the Yumi ulti.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nutty.
But
so
it does damage actually.
It does damage and it scales like Silas does, right? So we were talking about this. You don't have to be AD. If you pick ultimate that's AD scaling and you're AP champion, then it swaps to like Silas style of AP scaling, right? So
Sort of like a hybrid kind of thing.
hybrids kind of thing, essentially, right? So if you guys haven't checked that out, head on over and you can load it up in your client Ultimate Spellbook, one of the new game modes, very, very fun. Alongside all the other like standard old school game modes that I love so much, like Earth.
Yes.
Big fan of that, big fan of that. Jumping in the game soon as well. This is not Ultimate Spellbook though, this is going to be a tournament draft. Hopefully it's a tournament draft. Imagine if we go into the game and everyone has Ultimate Spellbook. Like, you know what, I'm just off of this cast. I'm not casting this anymore. Or maybe I will cast it. It might
Would
be
be a
extra
fun.
Yeah, it might be like really fun, right? We can theorycraft. Probably everyone's just going to take Cho'Gath Ultimate. Cho'Gath Ultimate is the most broken thing from what I've seen, yeah.
Okay.
Should be in game soon. Now, I want to ask your thoughts about this, right? So you've been watching the game so far. Any team so far that's really like stood out to you in Campus Legends, League of Legends so
I
far?
think it's only for the very first week, the very first time I casted Campus Legends, where that team brought out Nico.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
was very fun to cast for me.
Because you were such a weeb about it. I remember someone sending me a clip of it. I was like, this guy, this kid, man. For the record, oh, by the way, we have to draft so we can load that up. Just gonna talk over this. You guys don't know this, but Gobstay has a body pillow, like a legit anime body pillow. This guy's a weeb, like he's a hardcore weeb. Yeah, I'm not sure like what he's doing on the desk with me. Should you be at home playing I don't know some other weeb games? I don't know, man.
Nah, man, but League, kind of interesting, fun game.
Yeah.
MOBA.
Fun balance game. Especially with the likes of the new champion being released. Get a free resurrection when you kill a sentinel. Really?
Sounds a bit broken.
Yeah,
in my
sounds a bit
opinion.
broken. 200 years of experience, really, Riot? But okay. We are at the game right now. Enough of our ranting. IT College Central on the blue side, KAPLAN on the red side. Run me through these bans right now, Nick.
So you see, Silas is gonna be banned out. I think KAPLAN has seen that in the first game, and they're like, no, I don't want to deal with this. We're gonna ban that out, and we're gonna see the bans from IT College Central: Lulu, Karma, and Lee Sin. I think
Yeah.
we have early game champions that can impact it, and then they don't want it to have it kind of be the cheese that they want to deal with.
Also, not to mention, like two or three of those bans are enchanters that can enable a hyper carry. So that's something we saw a little bit in the more recent weeks. People playing like Kog'Maw, Lulu, this kind of thing. Not so much in Campus Legends, but more of like on a global scale, right? These are things that are more available now, especially the changes to the item sets coming in. So instead, it's going to be Ezreal Kayn. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kai'Sa, Seraphine. Seraphine here, flex potential of mid and support. Doesn't really give anything. I mean, KAPLAN's not really giving anything away in their composition. All they're telling right now is, we have Kai'Sa 80 carry, deal with it.
Yeah. Oh, Braum?
Braum Ezreal is actually sick. I love Braum Ezreal because you proc the Winner's Bite so quickly. Like, the combo normally is you jump forward, stand behind me, auto Q auto, and then Ezreal hits the auto, immediate stun, and like that fight is won. You throw up the Unbreakable at level, like assuming this is level 3, right? You throw up the Unbreakable, opponents don't get any chance to do any return damage. It's a free matchup. I really, really like it now. The Trundle, not so much cheese as Troll, I think. No pun intended. Not really the best pick in the current meta, so yeah, the volley ban makes a lot more sense.
I think Seraphine just got buffed recently. Her Q does more damage.
Yep.
So it would be interesting to see her play it a bit.
I mean, it's still very reliable wave clear, very strong team fight ultimate. I think Encore by far like one of the most annoying skill shots to deal with, but with the Braum counter pick, we have to mention, right? They picked Braum after they saw the Seraphine. Unbreakable counters the Encore so hard. Like, there's
It
an
just
audio.
stops
Yeah,
it?
it's no. So you put the Unbreakable up, it immediately stops the projectile, and only
Wow.
Braum is charmed, right? So what happens there is like you immediately deny the team fight potential of the Seraphine, and because you're charming the Braum in, he can always use the stand behind me to jump back to his teammate. So this was a counter pick coming from IT College Central, in the same way that you used Braum to deal with Ornn last time, if you remember. Yeah, you could block the Call of the Forge God. Very, very smart coming from IT College Central. This tells me that they understand, the draft very well. In fact, going so far as to ban out the Xin Zhao now in the late rotation, whereas their opponents will go for Set and Zoe.
Zoe a bit of a, I believe, a sort of wasted ban kind of thing. I don't see her played really in the meta, but maybe it's a target ban to one of the College Central members.
Yeah, and also like if you want to play Seraphine mid, she doesn't really have the best tools to deal with the Zoe push. Like in terms of what you want to do, right? If you both leave lane at the same time and Zoe hits a bubble onto Seraphine, Seraphine would just get chunked. But she can't do the same thing to Zoe, right?
Yep.
I think it's a big threat here coming in, and this is kind of why they're banning out that matchup. Now Nocturne is going to be locked in. Now this could be jungle or top lane Nocturne. We've seen a lot of top lane Nocturne recently, especially because of the changes to items coming in. Strikebreaker is so good. Divine Sunder is also an option if you just want to one-shot someone. I think this is a really good choice. Shen is a safe counter pick, but we must remember, when the Paranoia is used, Shen cannot stay united anyone. You have to stay united before the Paranoia.
Yep. So it's sort of like you have to read into the situation.
Yes.
When is he gonna paranoia? Ooh, Teemo maybe?
No,
Maybe a
Teemo.
trophy.
Yeah, troll pick. 100% troll pick. If they lock this in, I'm done, man. Yeah,
Who knows?
I think what they need now is a mid. And in terms of like the mid pool, we saw the Azir earlier. Echo here is the
Oh.
choice. So what they're trying to do with the Echo is essentially like be a pseudo tank. You have someone to dive into the backline with you. With Kayn rather. So Echo and Kayn will be looking to pressure out the Kai'Sa, pressure out even the Victor here. And if they overcommit, both of them have tools to reset. Umber Trespass to get out. Echo uses the Chrono Break, immediately resets his position. So these are like options that IT College Central have drafted to make sure that they are safe and they can dive. And not to mention, you have ways to like kind of carry the Shen into the backline because you have Kayn, because you have Echo.
Would be interesting to see how well, IT College Central use that Shen. Because that would be an issue, Like you said, Nocturne ulti, there's nothing much you can do to deal
Yeah.
with it.
It's an old school counter. Like, This was as kind of popular as it was back in like season 3 or 4 when people were playing like global metas and they nerfed the global cooldown everything. Like anything that had a global presence, they nerfed all the cooldowns, right? This is very old in the day. And it was a counter back then when like you see someone pick Shen, you immediately pick Nocturne, and the other team will pick something like Twisted Fate or Karthus, you know, these kind of things to like kind of leverage on global power. And I think right now, just looking at draft, IT College Central, if they play the early game well, meaning to say if they're able to get, you know, jungle gap, quote unquote jungle gap, and the Kayn finds farm where the Volibear can't, I think this is where things will start popping off because look at the lineup of KAPLAN, right? In terms of mobility, there is none. Seraphine, Kai'Sa, and Victor all kind of don't have any dashes. So if the Kayn comes from behind, flanks them by, you know, using dash or going through the wall, Umber Trespass, like they die. They will die, you know, and this is a big problem right now. So if the Kayn gets a hit, and he's able to find, you know, these picks that he wants, and because half of, you know, 3 out of 5 are range and 2 out of 5 are melee, I could make a case for going Shadow Assassin Kayn instead of Rust. Shadow Assassin Kayn actually looks decent here because you don't need that you know, really big tanky frontline when you have Shen. All you need is just to one-shot someone, throw the Shen on top of the Kayn, and then they take the fight afterwards. So I feel like Shadow Assassin Kayn actually not the worst. This is a decent game for it. Yeah.
Especially the items. Shadow Assassin is too deadly. You just one Q, you slice the health bar into half.
Like the itemization for Shadow Assassin Kayn is just really like obnoxious to say the least, right? So that could be a pivot that we see coming in. And in terms of late game scaling options, Ezreal is just gonna do Ezreal things. Like he's in a very good place right now as far as he's concerned. Like early in the with the item reworks, you remember everyone was playing like you know, the Kraken Slayer and the Gale Force kind of AD carries. No one was picking Ezreal. But now Divine Thunder is like a thing again. Mana Mune is great because tier is so cheap and it scales well. Ezreal is back in the meta. Ezreal feels happy about it. In fact, if you wanted to go a bit more utility, you could go for the Frozen Gauntlet because, surprise, surprise, triple AD on the side of KAPLAN with the Nocturne, Volibear, and Kai'Sa. Well, Volibear is a bit, you know, kind of hybrid, but you still have, you know, the additional armor, additional stats to deal with the Nocturne and Kai'Sa. You can kite them out. And it's a good way for ITE College Central, again, to adapt their draft, right? If Kayn is going to go Shadow Assassin, Ezreal can go Frozen Gauntlet, right? It's not the worst thing in the world. Of course, stats-wise, it's not the best. You know, you don't get a lot of the damage, but you have a lot of utility.
And then you know the Gauntlet slows people down as well.
Yeah.
And then your Shadow Assassin can just Q slice everyone's health.
It's again, it's not like efficient, but it's utility. It's the idea of like who you want your damage to be on, right? And for the most part, I still expect him to go Divine Thunder. I'm just saying like that is a choice, that is an option. And teams in Campus Legends have been innovating a lot. They've been experimenting a lot. Just in case, you know, you guys were wondering, oh, why is Hungry Cast bringing up these weird off-meta builds? It's because the teams will do that, right? When they need to make these changes, they will make those adaptations. We talked a lot about IT College Central. KAPLAN, meanwhile, on the other hand, team fighting is very iffy for them. If they can get picks with the Nocturne, with the Volibear, or the Seraphine, right? Hit some of the Encore or the Paranoia and find a pick. Great, perfect. That's how you want to play these fights out. Otherwise, it's really tough to take a 5-on-5.
You know, just there's a certain thing happening in the, I believe, the Korea server with Nemesis and LS.
Yeah.
A certain 4-minute lost chapter.
Oh, okay.
With Futures Market.
Interesting. Oh, right. Okay. So, okay. I think I've seen that a few times.
It
Yeah.
works, but you need 90% CS rate.
Yes. So basically, you hit every CS in your lane, and then you futures market, meaning you owe money to the bank, and you take a loan, and you buy a lost chapter, and you go back to lane, you just CS forever, right? Because you have free mana.
You get free mana, you get to harass the person, and because you're such a mana, you use so much mana to harass the person, you can do even more now with the lost chapter.
Yep. I feel like that works if you are a very high, like, mechanically inclined player. If you're able to, like, you know, not only first off hit 90% of CS, but second, understand how to position. Because imagine if you buy a lost chapter, you die in the next 30 seconds. Like you go back to lane, you die. All that is just value that's lost, right? You start having to pay off this debt in an even slower rate, and you can't bully your opponent out because now he has free lane EXP, he has free farm, he's probably going to pick up like one plate. So these are situations where like you must be a very good like mechanical player and also strong map awareness to really leverage this. It's a win hard and win fast item, but it's very high risk, high reward as well. Yeah. Should be jumping into the game soon, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be IT College Central versus KAPLAN. College Central on the blue side right now, they're looking for the top 2 spot. If they win this, they'll be very comfortable, they'll be very happy. Meanwhile, on the KAPLAN side, things are iffy. 0-4, struggling for their first win. We'll see if they can finally crack the code and get a win off of IT College Central on the Rift right now, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 2, Campus Legends, League of Legends.
I love the minion dematerializer on the supports. Oh, maybe an invade. You talk about cheesing on the KAPLAN side.
He missed the dash. He missed the dash. Big question mark pings coming out from the dash.
Oh, they're just waiting for the top laner here.
Okay, so it is Nocturne jungle and Volibear top. Okay, because I was curious with like who was gonna go where, and I think in this matchup against Shen, Nocturne doesn't really have the best kind of go at it because of the kind of dodge zone that he puts up. Nocturne is a very like auto attack based carry laner, so he has to hit his Q and then just auto you down, right?
Volibear doesn't know this.
Oh
my!
Oh, that's 200 IQ.
That is
That's 200 IQ.
Oh, that is gonna be a scary time for the two people in the top lane.
Okay, they'll see one person. No, don't walk in. No, don't do it, dude. Oh no!
He forced the flash out. The stun comes through. He gets the taunt, and there's nothing he can do. First blood to Shen.
You know what was funny about that? They saw the echo, I think, round the corner, and then they immediately started pinging. And then Volley was like,
Let me just go back in.
Surely there can't be anyone in this bush. And then he walks in, he's supposed to flash, and he gets hit by the taunt and the winner's bite. And well, that is going to be first blood, like you said, for IT College Central. The 200 IQ Metal Gear Solid invade. Oh, they will steal away the opponent rip buff. And this is problematic because the Nocturne, he has to do his blue, he has to do his bottom half camp, and now make a decision. Can I safely invade the enemy rip buff, right? And I think the answer is yes, because you have Kai'Sa and Seraphine, which push very well early on. They have a lot of lane prio if they can get it, in terms of like making sure vision is there. If they're secure, they'll push out, and this gives like a leeway for him to walk in and take the enemy rip buff. So it's not the worst bot lane pairing for the Nocturne to kind of counter jungle and get something back.
But I think Volibear may die again because Kayn clearing out the Crux may go for a top lane attack.
No
Top
flash
lane
2, right?
again,
No
yeah.
flash 2.
But he does have TP, you know. Maybe TP out of that, the 3 seconds. Maybe
No
buy
way.
some time, right?
You get hit by the taunt. There's no way you TP out of that one. Okay. He's going to be leaving the top half of the jungle. He doesn't want to stick around for the gank. As we see right now.
Vertical jungling, I believe.
Yep. The problem is, look at this on the map again. And Nocturne is like, where do I go? What do I do? And the call should have been instantly to walk in. He's a bit delayed on this invade. And that's a problem because mid lane prio has been gained by the Echo. Kill him. Just straight up kill him. He has the fear as well.
He lands the fear, force the flash. I think that's more than enough. You know, you get that good trade.
He should have chased on it. I think 100% you chase on it. Because you have lethal tempo and you know already he's flashed out. Once you chase on in and your bot lane has prio, you get the solo kill there. So it's a misplay coming in from the Nocturne to not chase it to get that kill. Because once you get that kill, your bot lane is pushing in, your mid lane pushes out. Even if he TPs in, you should be able to get something back. And now he's going to get counter jungled. He loses his Rid. He might not even be able to take the enemy rip buff. So he's only going to get like a 1 camp start. Whereas right now, Kayn, look, double his CS, walking down to the bottom side. If he picks up his Raptors and his rip buff, this game is completely over for the Nocturne.
Oh, but Nocturne may be going for that you know, safe invade kind of thing. Just go for the Raptors and not for the red buff. He used his smite already, so he can't really smite fight that red buff.
But this is fine. You take this camp, it's decent value. You don't necessarily need the red buff. You just need to take camps. And
Here
meanwhile,
comes
mid lane, no mana.
Forced to go back.
Okay. By the end of this, the Kayn is going to be up 4 camps, I believe. He's up 2 camps now. Red makes 3, Crux makes 4. Yeah.
I think the mid lane kind of in a weird situation.
It's pretty bad. Like, the wave shoves in. Victor gets a free recall because this wave is just going to be collapsed here. And if he TPs into lane, he's fine. But he's also okay just walking in. Doesn't really have any pressure down. He's not really going to lose anything, is what I mean.
I love the coordination of the College Central, you know, bottom lane. They've just put the wards there for, you know, the jungler. It sort of just reminds me that this doesn't happen in solo queue.
Yeah. He gets spotted here, so they should be backing off. And if you stick around, I mean, there's a potential for all in here. He's going to try.
Seraphine's going to be the one who backs off first. I don't think he'll get the gank off.
When they throw on the ward, like as a jungler, that means, hey, I know you're here. I know you're trying to flank us. And again, like you said, he's not going to stick around. OL's just going to back out. Kane doesn't want to have anything to do here, but he's actually going to try and sneak this Cloud Dragon away. Because he came in from the back of the wall, he wasn't spotted moving in, and the shrine doesn't give you information of what's inside the pit, only the river. So this Cloud Dragon is ostensibly being snuck away by College Central, and because he has Smite, because he has control of this area, he should be able to pick this one up.
There's no one there to even contest.
Yep. Very,
Plus,
very smart play.
Nocturne is a level down, so you really can't contest this, can you?
Yep, absolutely nothing you can do. It's going to be a free Cloud Dragon he bases, and look at the CS difference. Like, he's up 2 camps right now and a level as well. Nocturne is not having a good time. What this also means is that Nocturne hits level 6 later.
Oh,
So he's not going to be able to activate anything on the map, and the global power now belongs to College Central. Stand United will be up before Paranoia, so they can make the first play. This is going to start snowballing for ITE College Central. This is what I was kind of talking about in the game. Like, remember I did quote-unquote jungle gap? This is exactly it.
And this is going to be scary for KAPLAN.
What happens here is that once you hit level 6 on the Shen, which is right now,
The
you
bot lane can make a play.
exactly, you force something on bot lane because you have both summoners up.
Nocturne trying to do something here. He lands a stun, goes in with the ult, gets a big damage, and here comes Nocturne on the back. Here comes the TP from the mid laner, I believe.
Yep.
He gets the fear off, and now KAPLAN are the ones in danger.
Oh, here comes the
He
Stay United
stun-
as well! Oh no!
He gets the stun off as well. Wait, did
No,
the stun
yeah.
did not?
Yeah.
Didn't connect.
Didn't connect at all. But that was an interesting turn of events. I think the TP was like just enough to get him out. The Stay United back in is greedy because now you can't make the bot lane play like we we're talking about, right? And this is on a massive cooldown. Nocturne's going to be able to pick up level 6 once he takes his bottom half of the jungle. They're lying in wait here because they know they have the timers on these camps.
They could just and Nocturne actually not knowing this, and he's just going up to the top lane.
Oh, this is not the play, guys. This is not the play.
I don't think he gets spotted out here. He does know because of the Victor laser, and College Central get away with the buff.
They wasted so much time on that Nocturne there walking topside. Like, the natural move there should have been immediately walk bot, finish blue, finish Grom, get level 6, gank bot lane. Once they walk back in, right? Because there's no reason for you to waste time to contest a buff that your opponents have timers on, especially if your top lane is in a stalemate. Like, it's not pushed out. In fact, it's pushing towards the volley bear. So you have no manpower there. You have no real reason to fight there. You don't have vision either. That's like a big mistake coming from the Nocturne.
And because of that, now you are again in a jungle gap.
Again, 10 CS has been a consistent lead. He's picked up blue buff, Gromp, and Wolf Camp. And Kane now is just going to clear out his full jungle. So this is going to be here. Like, this gap is always going to be here. And with the item built right now, yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed, he went for tier as well. So he actually might be moving into his blue Kane, I think. Especially with Dark Harvest. So we kind of talked about this. Shadow Assassin Kane, very good in this game against Kai'Sa and Seraphine. Seraphine does not get to play League of Legends the moment you jump her.
You know, you just see black and white. You know,
Yep.
it's like you've been transferred back into the 1900s.
Pure black and grey. Nothing else you can really do about that. Rift Herald is up, so with this current path, I think that
He gets
What-
the Rift Herald for free.
what College Central needs to do is you can get the Rift Herald for free, but you need to push out mid and top. You need to get control of mid and top prior before you move towards the Rift Herald. And that starts with now mid being pushed up, and second, Shen getting some assistance from the Kane. So you need to gank top, force Arctic back to base, and then you get the Rift Herald for free.
You know, I nearly thought the Grom actually resetted.
A lot of junglers are kind of adept at juggling aggro between two camps. There's a sweet spot where you can drag both of them over and deal maximum damage with one spell.
Good trades from the top lane actually.
Yeah, Shen is 72 CS to the 68 of the Volley Bear. He's actually moving towards Balmy Cinder, so that should be Sunfire Aegis, I believe. Oh, Control Ward spots out the Kane. They both want the Scuttle Crab so bad.
But I believe both smites are at 100 as they go in for a fight. Spellshield will save his life for a while. As the Echo gets stunned, Stand United comes in, and then you have 3 people in the jungle. You get this Rift Herald for free now.
Yep, Rift Herald is just picked up here, and I'm not sure if that was the right play using the Stand United. I think, again, they're like overly cautious every time they...
Someone fights.
Yeah, someone fights. They're like, oh, we gotta fight this.
Here
Oh,
comes
he's
Kane,
dead.
Here comes mid lane. Goes in, not enough damage to pick up the kill.
You know what Echo should have done that? Instantly just dove. Like, you have flash and...
You have your out.
Yeah, you have your out as well. Victor already flashed. You should have just dove in super hard and try and get the kill there, but again, like, just misread. Imagine if you had Stay United there. That's where you can force the dive, right? So again, it's all paranoia.
Here comes the misplay, but you know, his W could save him here. He gets the shield, gets that damage, and he leaves another day.
Nice. I mean, both teams just kind of not understanding the windows, I think. Again, it goes back to my earlier point. College Central not as clean as I would like. Using Staying United at very unopportune times. Meanwhile, Kaplan not understanding how to punish the windows.
And then now, you talked about the jungle gap, and it's now even further. With nearly 30.
Oof. That is a big oof coming in.
And again, he's
take
going
more camps,
again.
take it all! Steal it all!
Steal all the camps. And we're only 10 minutes in, by the way.
This is a really tough game for the Nocturne because what he wants to do in team fights is get enough items, get enough of a power spike to jump and kill the Ezreal, right? You want to be able to isolate a squishy, in this case it's usually the Ezreal. But if you don't have the items, you don't have the levels, you can't do that. You can't kill him even if you have Divine Thunder.
He just takes the grub in front of him. Puts down the thumbs down as well.
Not like this, guys. Ouch.
And maybe you get
Don't walk
Drake
up.
for
No,
free.
don't do it.
You have 4 men in the river. There's nothing you can do as KAPLAN, really.
They're trying to contest this, actually. They know that the ocean is kind of important for them, so they're walking up. We'll see if they decide to steal it, though, Nick.
Both. Here comes the Anchor. Won't be able to land. They steal the dragon! But Echo finding one kill and then your Kayn finds another. This is a bad position for KAPLAN to be in.
Yep.
Kayn goes in, comes out, cuts all your health, and now you get a dragon, but it's a 1 for 3 trade.
Yeah,
And
meanwhile,
it's even on the Braum.
they use the Stay United, right? That's the perfect use of the Stay United. Thank goodness.
I don't think the Stand United was used.
Oh,
It's
it was
coming
just a
back
TP.
up.
Yeah, it was a TP. Yeah, it was a TP rather. Sorry. So you know what? They still have issues using the Stay United properly, but a TP is a TP, and I'll call it right. 3-0-0. The Shin looks very good right now. He's holding his own. This is a counter TP into defend mid tier 1, but the plates have already been taken. Now the upside. Let's take stock of the situation. 1 for 3. Like you said, the kill was kind of all leaning towards the Shen as well as I believe the Kayn. What this means is that your top side is super strong. Like your Kayn and your Shen love this part of the map. They're okay just doing whatever they want on the top half. Rift Herald should be free here as well. Like because you have strength in the top side, you should be able to take Rift Herald and then collapse into mid tier 1.
He just wants more camps now.
He's not even playing the objective game. He's playing the you don't get to play League of Legends game. Steal everything like, nah, you're not getting any fun, buddy.
It feels like he's playing a Shackle game.
Yeah.
You know? You just go into the jungle, you sit there, wait for him. Yeah, I'm gonna smite that away from you.
Certified sociopath. Straight up just taking everything away from his opponent. It's like, I don't even want to kill you, I just want to steal all your camps.
And
didn't
now,
go for the,
if this goes into the late game, his team also gets free access to his own jungle and gets the extra CS.
Yep. This is also Shadow Assassin came by the way. He went for the Shadow Assassin upgrade. So already finishing the tier early on. This is like an indication. If you see in solo queue someone pick up tier, it's usually going to be Shadow Assassin Kayn.
I've played a bit of solo queue with, Johan. It was pretty fun. A little trick. The smite actually breaks the shield on the Scuttle Crab.
Yeah, of course. So you smite before you do anything, remove the resistances, or if you have any like crowd control, just knock it up and then the shield breaks as well. Yeah.
Usually I find like you smite, then you do everything else. Really
It's a lot quicker.
It's much quicker.
Yeah.
You have that efficiency.
But as someone that's Rick Yasu, like a classic Singaporean trait, I want to save the smite to secure it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's just a Singaporean thing.
Yeah, it's
And
just a Singaporean thing.
And then you just see all the other leagues. We don't care. We're just gonna smite, take it, done.
Because they are
Bye-bye.
not Kiasu. That's why. They're not Kiasu at all. It's a Singaporean trait, my friends. Right now, Nocturne's setting up. He has the paranoia. I think they want to force this fight. It has to be Encore to start things off. It has to be Encore on the Ezreal first. And if Braum blocks it, I don't think they even get the kill.
And look at the level. Even though that Braum is at level 7, they still can play something out here.
Where's the Encore? Braum has to stand in front. Right.
Yeah. The paranoia is back. So there's really nothing KAPLAN can do right here. Kayn looking for a fight in the top lane. You
my
went into
God,
the
the damage.
bush. That's not too much. That's not what you should be doing there, Volibear.
Bear in mind that this Kayn is actually the same level as the Volibear, so it does a lot of damage, right? And by shoving him, by chunking him out, they can just shove in the wave and
wanna
look to
fight.
contest the Rift Herald here.
KAPLAN wants to fight this.
Yep. They don't want to give up this Rift Herald for free because they know if they give up Rift Herald, mid tier 1 is down. Especially because you can like pressure the Victor up very easily with Shadow Assassin Kane. There are a lot of like weird angles you can come in from. Put the Stand United on top of him. That's a guaranteed dive, a guaranteed kill on a dive.
And you don't even need the volley back out if Silas, but Silas is banned, so
Yeah.
towers won't be that much of an issue, especially when you have Echo out. You just rewind time, go back there, you leave.
Yep.
Oh, you don't even have a ward anymore. It expired,
Yeah.
and now you get this free Rift Herald.
They're gonna pop another ward now. Oh,
They pop 2
double
wards,
wards.
but they
You
don't
hate
get
to
the
see it.
vision
Yep.
though.
Still,
He knows this and he's back off.
You have to back up. What's happening here is you see on your minimap, they're rotating the Brom back up. They're rotating the Brom up because they're worried that with the Rift Herald low, KAPLAN will come in and releash it and take it off the map. So they need additional assistance to make sure that KAPLAN don't try anything, and that's why they kind of just rotated the Brom up. That being said, Rift Herald has still not been taken by both teams. This is kind of unfortunate.
You know, it's 4 more minutes, I believe, before the Baron spawns.
Yep.
So it gives them sort of like a opportunity to
Yep.
set up a team fight and get that Rift Herald finally.
Now, goal lead in favor of IT College Central. I guarantee you it's all on Shen and Kane. Like, yeah, thank you, Observer. He's toggling it on right now. It's 1.2k for the Kane and 1k for the Shin. And meanwhile, everyone else, they have their small goal leads. But yeah, majority of it, like we said, is on the Shin, it's on the Kane. So this is pretty much the portion of the map that feels the strongest for IT College Central. Stand United is up. They're looking for a play.
They go in, cuts the health in half, gets the taunt off. Anchor goes wide, gets 3 men charmed, and he lives to tell the tale.
Meanwhile, Paranoia coming in as well. They're looking to re-engage on this fight. KAPLAN, oh, a big jump in, and the members of IT College Central, they're stuck in the alcove, but they're going to make the final stand here. A taunt in turns the fight around. Here comes the Echo, though. Is it going to be enough is the question. They're still looking to fight this one.
Gets
a
a
good
stun.
stun on the back line. A double already for the Ezreal. This is cleanup city. Mop and bucket at the ready. IT College Central just looking to clean up this fight. A double for the Echo, a double for the Ezreal. And that was perfect use of just the alcove to buy space and buy time.
You buy the time for the Echo to come in, and now you get another dragon. And maybe even go for the Rift Herald if they want to.
Hold on there, buddy. Is that a bit too greedy? I don't
No.
know. Maybe you can get the Rift Herald, maybe you can get the Rift Herald, but this dragon is what they want. And they've already found, a big team fight win there. 9-3 is the kill line, the kill score right now as IT College Central are sitting with this 3k goal lead. What they did very well in that fight was the goal was sort of distributed. If you realize the Kane got some kills, the Echo got some kills, and so did
Ezreal.
right? Oh, not the Kane, rather. The Echo and the Ezreal got most of the kills. So,
And now more of your members are fed, and now it makes it even harder for KAPLAN to nail down who to actually deal damage first.
don't know who to focus. Big problem coming in. Again, we saw in that instance, like using Stand United before Paranoia is just so much more valuable. The problem is they don't know who to jump on, or they don't know when to execute the Paranoia. And KAPLAN, in this game so far, one trait or one pattern that we observe is that they don't know when to pull the trigger.
And then you look at the top lane. He already finished his first item, has a Tiamat, and has the Bramble Vest to trade properly with the Volibear now.
Yeah, this is a very scary Shin. This is the kind of Shin that you wish you ganked earlier in the game.
But with the Kane invading your jungle, and now with a 40 CS gap, there's
Oh.
really nothing you can do.
That's a fuse bad. Sheesh, 40 CS gap. At least the mid lane is still pretty much even in terms of CS. Like,
But,
Echo
the
has picked up a
kills-
couple of kills here and there from team fights.
Yeah.
Victor does skill though, so he's looking for like 3 items plus full evolve to be impactful. There you go, Rift Herald being started up and hopefully completed. We say hopefully. KAPLAN nowhere around the area to really contest this one.
So this should be, a free Rift Herald for them. Should be.
Don't
as-
jinx it, man.
They come in here and they may look for a fight.
Okay,
They get
yeah,
it,
yeah.
No vision, nothing to contest except that one in the Pixel Brush. And then there's nothing you can contest it with, really. Now, they both AD and support goes into mid because I believe the tier 1 for the bottom lane is gone, that's why.
Tier 1 is dead, like you mentioned, yes. One turret on the board for IT College Central, and that is the first one claimed by them. So a bit of a slow game, 19 minutes in, approaching 20 minutes. The goal lead is there, but again, like I said, College Central not as kind of methodical.
Oh, stops the
cancel
recall.
Yeah.
And I think just to buy time.
Yeah.
You know, this could be the game where, there's something happened in the LEC, the G2 versus Misfits.
Oh man,
It could be that.
that
where-
kind of game where they don't close out and,
Yeah,
then,
and
they
then-
fight a bad fight.
And
Yep.
then KAPLAN just takes the win.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched it. That was a big oof game. I hope this isn't a big oof game because ITECC College Central, they have a very nice, overall lead that they can run with. They just need to be a bit more decisive, know how to force these fights. They have the Echo, they have the Kane. They should be looking for picks instead of kind of meandering about and farming enemy jungle. At least right now what they've done is they've split up their lane assignments, right? So you can see on your mini-map, Echo is bot, Shen is top. Anytime they can find a window to jump the Victor, they will try to do so.
And then, we talked about jungle gear. Every time we speak, it just gets bigger. They just go in for the fight. And look at how fast he dies.
Yep, perfect dive or punish there on the Victor. And this is kind of what we mentioned, the sneaky kind of flank angles from the Kane because of Shadow Assassin. You get additional uptime on your Umbo Trespass.
Paranoia. Being used on mid lane. Here comes the ADCs, but you use the fear on the wrong person. The charm gets blocked. You get dived on the tower, but the True Shot Barrage misses. Braum misses his knock-up as well, and here comes Kane on the fight. Big damages right there. Gets a big chunk of it, and now Echo's on the flank.
He still has
He
the
goes
ultimate.
in. Won't be able to do much, actually. Maybe the rewind time. He does get the kill, and now Kaisa finding the kill onto the Echo
Echo
there.
as well. Yeah.
He does. They
He has
do get the
shield.
sun, and he doesn't have his ult though. He does save his life a bit by some time.
Overall, College Central, they finally pulled the trigger when it counts. Using the Rift Herald there, making Shelly kind of work for it and walk over as we see on this Kane just be a big problem for KAPLAN to deal with. Every time they think they have him, he just jumps over a wall
away.
or jumps into a wall, depending on how he feels. And they're unable to really single him out. They don't have any good point and click CC, and we saw right there in that mid fight where KAPLAN were contemplating diving the tier 1, but because they were able to block the encore with the Unbreakable, there's no real value coming out from the ultimate.
But good ultimate, back in the bot lane fight.
Yeah. Earlier, yes, now not so much. Okay, now, again, this CS gap ever increasing. He
Every
is
time
up
we talk, it just gets bigger by 10
close to
CS.
60 now. Yeah,
Mhm.
after he finishes his camp, it's about 60 now. This
It's
guy is
just-
absolutely cracked.
And now you get a Dragon Soul point nearly.
Yeah, this is so point.
He misses the W, but they don't have any vision to contest this. So KAPLAN really playing in the dark right here.
Also because they pushed out mid lane. So KAPLAN, if they want to walk in, they have to walk through a lot of vision and they have to push out the wave first. Meanwhile,
They
like
just
you
clear
said,
the Dragon so fast.
I actually feel like this Dragon Soul, like Mountain Dragon here, is really good in terms of what it provides the Shen. Not so much for what it provides the rest of the team. So
And now Shen you can be your very
Red Boss tank, frontliner, yep.
sort of like that, sort of like a Mundo, but
What,
can
Scuffed
act-
Mundo?
but has actual CC.
Oh, Rhodobelt in. Might just
May
try to kill the
just-
Flash too? Oh no! He gets it and he throws down the Chrono Break and the emote. Okay, I see you. And they
And
find
then
another
in the
kill in the
river,
mountain. I think Volley's dead here too, right?
Yeah, no way he lives, right? He misses his Q, but he can just just sit there.
The Volley sitting here though is not safe.
They can
Meanwhile,
just dive
mid
on the
lane.
tower. Oh, gets a stun. That could be a free kill, and the King just steals it away.
Ah,
They're looking for more. Sten United comes in. They go in for the Kaisa right here. Not enough damage
no.
as they pick up the other kill. And
okay.
that's a 4-man wipe for the side of IT College Central. You just pick up those 4.
A bit late to the game, a bit late to timing, but this is what we were looking for in 20 minutes, right? The decisive plays, making the kind of rotations and the dives, the aggressive movements that were required to snowball their lead even more. As we see this mid lane pressure come through, Baron is up, but their composition doesn't do it very quickly because they only have the Shen to tank. So unless Shen is there, they can't actually do it. Also, Ezreal is like okay at doing Baron, but he's no Kai'Sa, he's no Kog'Maw.
Yep. But as again we talk, the CS gets wider for the both junglers.
Woohoo! It's at 90 now.
Roughly there. Nearly 100.
He's
if
gonna
you-
Flame Horizon him soon. Do you know what a Flame Horizon is? Or are you
No,
too young to know
I'm too
that?
young.
Yeah. He's too young to know, guys. Hold on. Might be
Oh
a
well,
kill.
may
Yeah.
look for a fight.
So a Flame Horizon is, oh, I feel like such an old man explaining this. A Flame Horizon is named after the player Flame, who used to play on a team called Azubu Blaze. He was a top laner for them, and his trademark was every time he laned opponent top laners, he would get 100 CS lead. Every time. That's why they call it the Flame Horizon. And right now, almost 100 for Orwell. We might just see a Flame Horizon in the jungle.
And I believe when you say it originated from the top lane, it's surprising that it's happening in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different meta, it's a different time. This was the era of top laners where they were men. No one played tanks. They just dueled each other non-stop. This is a very long time ago, you know. Starting to sound a bit like Uncle. Back in my time, you know.
Kane misses a dash again?
It's okay, we'll forgive him. 4, 0, and 6, you missed a couple of those. Hey, you're fine, buddy. As
He's
long
just
as you're-
dashing across the he's just baiting the Kaplan to be like,
Okay.
come here, you're taking
See,
Baron,
This is
give
the
you a
problem.
chance.
This is the problem with them starting Baron, right? Because they don't really have a true tank. At least one person will fall very low, while microing, you know, the tank around. And it's Braum that's holding the damage now, but eventually, you know, this is going to take a while, and they will have to spread the damage around. So this would have been very deadly if Kaplan was in, you know, some sort of position to answer, but they're able to take it away. And imagine a situation where there's like, you know, some sort of AoE, you know, to punish them inside the Baron pit.
And look at the level gap for the both junglers as well. It's a whole 3 levels.
Woohoo!
That is not something I want to deal with.
Yeah, this is starting to be become a bit brutal here.
I think IT College Central is just playing for the KD at this point.
KDA and for the Flame Horizon. I think that is what you want to have on your portfolio if you're looking for a team.
Yup.
College Central now with this goal lead, it's 15k. Dragon Soul is going to be up soon, I believe.
Oh, and note, the mid, ADC, and jungle hasn't even died a single one.
Yeah, perfect game for them so far.
Echo does get rooted here. Not even
No
damage. No
yep.
damage at all. It just tickles him.
Look at this, by the way. He went for Magi's, which only has 5 pages, because I'm not sure why.
I think he went it late.
Yeah, he
That's
went
why.
maybe a bit late. Or hold
Are
on.
they going for a
jumping in.
dive? 5
He wants more pages!
The Paranoia will be used. It's lights out. He does get a charm. Volibear goes in. Awaken does find one. And now Awaken looking for more. He gets another double kill onto the taunt. May get a triple.
Oh.
Maybe even a penta this game. You know.
Oh, give him the Quadra, boys! No,
No.
the stun! The root!
The turret shot will find the Echo though. That's his first death. Here's just a 2 versus 1 on the side of the Shen.
Yep.
Blocking the damage. May get his pentakill if he just goes in and gets the double.
Nah, he'd have to dive the fountain for that. I think this is just them looking to close out this game again. You know, 3 members did on the Kaplan side. TP back in for Awaken. He might get an unofficial penta, but definitely no penta today to be found. Now, you have to be careful. 6 seconds on both, or rather, yeah, the jungle, mid, and AD carry, and they're going to be spawning soon. So you have to take the bot inhib and the mid inhib and just run.
And maybe
Like,
even the
I don't
top.
think you take this fight here.
They're very close to their fountain, so anytime they can just retreat and just get back their health.
What Ezreal is doing is smart. He's poking just in case Kaplan decide to force, and he's like kind of keeping his distance from them.
So that he doesn't get caught out kind of
Yeah.
thing. And now I believe IT College Central disengages here.
Yo, those
plays for
mystic
top.
shots, dude.
They're just landing.
Yeah.
And now it's 30 minutes, but I think they want to play for a soul.
Oh, Flame Horizon. 256, 156. There we go. This jungler is cracked.
He has way too much items as well.
He has more items than the AD carry, by the way. Like, this guy has more items than the AD carry, more kills as well. Levels wise, he is also a hit. So it's like that. Look at me, I'm the carry now. You know that meme. Dragon Soul here. Up for
ADC
grabs.
meta 2021.
Yeah.
The ADCs just don't do
Yep.
anything.
ADC meta. Kick W. Or more like I don't know, man. It's unfortunate. Oh my god! Do you
look
see
at
that?
Look at that mystic shot damage.
Holy!
And now that you have what your Ezreal's mystic shots, you have your Kane's Q, you have your Echo's burst damage.
Yep.
What more burst can you get from IT College Central?
True Shot Barrage in. Chunks out the
Kai'Sa.
Kai'Sa.
And
This
they get
should
top
be
tower.
top turret and top inhibitor, right? I think Kaplan might want to defend here. Like, this is their
This is their
final
only
stand.
fight, yeah.
Yep, this is their final stand. They have to defend at the tier 4s. Jumping in
They
though.
go
Here we
in.
go.
Burst damage not enough. He doesn't actually find. He finds the kill on Seraphine though. Gets the knockup. They go in for the tower
Oh
dive.
no!
He dies to the tower. He doesn't die actually.
Okay, you know what? This is gonna be game.
Mhm.
We were gonna freeze out, but you know what? all said and done, this is the fat lady has sung her last note. This is game over as much as we know, and that is going to be IT College Central. You know, that takes the game against Kaplan. And for those of you that predicted IT College Central #Legion, you are absolutely right on the money.
Yay! IT College Central won.
Try to make your bias more, hidden. Maybe make it not less obvious. I'm just gonna put that out there. College Central, very dominating win. I'm happy to see that they understood what they need to do when it comes to like snowballing their leads. A bit slow. Don't get me wrong. Still a bit slow. They were taking the time with that one, but overall, just very good stuff coming in. Kaplan still struggling to find their first win. Now it's 0-5. That's a fuse bad moment. IT College Central, though, they will be moving up in the standings. I think tied for second or third here, and potentially, exiting group stages in top 4, if not top 3.
So that game was really interesting. The jungle gap, especially 100 CS, like you said,
Yeah, boy.
Flame Horizon.
Yep.
It was very interesting to see.
Yeah.
It really means that Nocturne really couldn't play anything. You couldn't
which is true.
couldn't get the paranoia up in time, which could be the reason it cost them the game.
Yeah, it is true though. Nocturne did not have a game. That's super unfortunate. You got counter jungle, and again, this stems from the earlier portion of the map where he went to his red buff instead of walking down straight to enemy red, and he had this whole confusion moment of like, how do I play against this, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's something again. These young teams, these newer teams, when they get counter stratted, when they see something that they haven't met before, they don't know how to adapt on the fly, and that really costs them in the grand scheme of things, because the more experienced players, they're like, oh, I know how to, go up against this. I know what the solution is. I'm just going to invade your jungle and get my bot lane to push up, and then we'll just take your camps as well. And then we vertical jungle, right? Was not to be the case for Kaplan, as they will drop that game against IT College Central. Now the latter in very dominant position, only second to SIM, I believe. And they will still be looking, to try and take that away from them. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going for a short break. When we come back, we will have the final match up for you. It's going to be Neon Polytechnic going up against Singapore Polytechnic to close out the day. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
A lot of my painting is about movement. I really gravitated to the circle, and from the circle came the atom.